Hello everybody, Tour Mod Fix Series time, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. First time I've been here in these cars. It should hopefully be fun. I know it's not going to be the same as it is in real life. I know in real life there's big effect from the draft. A lot of guys can do a lot of stuff down the straightaways. This is one of their bigger NASCAR Tour Modified series of the year, so hopefully we'll have some fun. I've heard some decent things about it, some not decent things about it. Car number 2, weak field. It's just tough to get good fields in this series anymore, but not too much of an effect. The iRating, other than the fact that, if I finish in the back, we'll lose a ton, but that's what it is. Starting 6, screwed up qualifying, should have been pole sitter, but no big deal. Trying to work our way, and outside can actually be halfway decent, so trying to make the outside work. 60 laps. Really weird start. We just kind of waited. So we don't really pull away, don't really get a jump. Still got the 8 to our inside. Just watch for people to throw sliders, make contact with each other.
Coming up low side.
Try to avoid as much as I can. Contact in these cars is killer for safety rating and for the performance.
He's still there, keep digging.
You're in 3 wide, that 3's blinking.
Keep it steady, still there.
Danger all around on the first lap.
One car inside, 3 wide, you're on the outside.
Still here on a 3 wide call.
Still there.
How often would you hear 3 wide through the corners, and down the straightaways in tour mods? And it works.
He's still there.
Kind of.
He's still there.
I feel like I'm quicker than the 3, and he's going to be the one that's going to end up holding us up, but I've literally got nowhere to go with 9 and the 8 behind us.
Car inside, keep high.
So now we're just dealing with the 8 as the 9's drop back behind us.
Clear on the inside.
Alright. So that puts us up to 5th.
The leader's just done a 30.23. The guy ahead has just done a 30.23. P5.
Probably going to be underdriving it compared to some people, but I know if we can run green, then right front heat might actually come into play. Gonna take a higher line and then cut down almost. See the 9 throw, big slide job on the 8. It's going to try to cut underneath them. Probably see that happen quite a bit.
The guy ahead has just posted a 30.00. The guy behind has just done a 30.14.
Just a little bit off the pace. 3 in front sent. Fastest lap. 9 had contact with the 8, I'm assuming, because I saw him smoking against the wall of the backstretch. He goes to the back. Jumped on the radio.
The guy behind has just done a 30.19.
I don't think you'll see too many people below the first seam with the way the banking is, but I don't know, with how aggressive people can be, you never know. Blinking like that's gonna be fun. A little bit of a run on him on turn 4. The case with most fixed series, nobody's really able to break away. We've got a pretty tight pack for front 5. Just wreck.
Full course caution. McCarthy
Just get by 7, who then got into
pace car is out.
8.
Pits are closed. Pace car's out.
Almost cut
Line up
down.
single file behind car number
So it'll put us up to 4th.
03.
I mind being on the outside for a restart. This is one of the few tracks in these cars that I don't actually mind it. Get down to the bottom to try to cool the tires off.
His car coming out too.
Saw that wreck and was fortunate enough to see that developing ahead of time to be able to get down low to avoid it. So
sorry, I can hear you well though.
I'll help us out with speed. Yeah,
Full course yellow.
I don't know if the 7 got turned or what happened. We'll take a look at that afterwards if there's nothing else exciting that happens. The 8 got him as well, so that contact's gonna hurt the 8 quite a bit as well. Riding the clutch just to try to save as much fuel as I can. It'll help keep the car a little bit looser for the rest
We're
of the
under
race.
caution. Pits are closed.
Get restarted on lap 10. We'll have 51 to go. So still a very, very long chunk of the race left to go. Comes the 7. Not really sure where he's going considering his car is about blown up. Don't know if he was looking for some revenge, but I don't want any part of it. I mean, it looks like he's going to stop and tow. Yeah, that car's motor's about spent.
Just trying to figure out where were you going or what you was trying to do.
I don't know. I fucked up. My bad.
Looks like it might have been a deal with the 1 and the 7. I'm apologizing for it.
Okay, Jake, get ready.
So
Race
we'll
will
have to
resume
take
at the
note
end
of
of this
that.
lap.
We're gonna get lined up behind him on the outside. Just watch. If I can somehow manage to get out of this with the 0x, I will be tickled to death because modified racing, whether it's SKs or tour mods, are so difficult to get 0x's in unless you kind of just stay away from everybody, or that much faster, that much slower. Especially in the fixed series, it's even tougher in the fixed series with how close racing it is. See if we can make this restart any better than the initial start of the race. The leader just didn't go right away, then the outside line didn't go, like nobody went. So we'll see if the same thing happens again.
Green flag, we're racing.
Everybody goes earlier. The lift
Stay
for
high,
the
be on
1,
the inside.
so we've still
P3.
got the 3 to the
Still
inside.
there. Still there.
Staying here on the outside, try to get
Still
around
there.
with
Clear
3,
low.
although I
Inside
threw
line, you
myself
got
out.
one. Clear
Hopefully
low.
wasn't enough contact. Screw anything up, 3 gets sorted out. Bottom, he's actually got the 10 working outside him. So puts us up to 3rd. Felt like initially I was faster than the 3, then he started picking the pace up. 12 and the 1 were able to pull away a little bit. Car's got just enough power that you can kind of use it to help rotate it through the corners. Keep it on the right rear a little bit more. Thought the 10 was going to dive it in there, and 1 kind of backed out. Terrible run out of the corner. Should have waited just a little bit longer on the throttle. Hopefully didn't do too much to the right rear. Just trying to push it as hard as I can to get back to the 1. I'll be a little bit smoother on it.
You've just done a 30.17.
A little too early of an entry. It's going to get us on that transition there. It gets us a little loose. Still sliding out of the corner. Got to be a little bit better about it. It's going to hurt the tires. See his head starting to close back up. Just trying to see if he can get a run to get to the inside of the 12. 12 is going to start like a little bit of blocking.
That last lap was a 30.21.
Something to keep note of with contact between the 1 and the 7. The 12 tries to throw blocks there to get a second wreck.
Want some caution for it? Okay.
Wreck in the back, no caution.
I didn't know where Rick was going with that.
It's fortunate because I'd either like to be 1st, 2nd, or 4th right now. I think I like the outside line for the restarts a little better.
P3.
I got on that transition really bad. Just Just got it loose in the center of the corner. Could be catching the two up front, just keep making dumb mistakes. Drives it in a bit hard, it's going to cause him to push. Doesn't lose quite as much time as I expected. 14's trying to catch up. Ford's also not too far behind him.
30.28. Okay, Jake, that's good consistency. Keep it up.
Taking that little bit of a later entry cut down kind of line. See if we can get any closer to get to the inside of the one off the corner. We'll make it tough to battle, but try it and see. Like I said, one can end up having issues. 12, he got a little loose. I thought he was going to push out to the wall, that's why I cut down. Kind of killed the momentum off. Now he's going to take a look to the outside of the 12 in 3. Not quite there. It's going to be that cut down that I was trying to do, or thinking about doing. 10's close back up to us. 12's going to throw a block all the way to the bottom. 1's going to get run, not quite there though. So he's going to go down to the bottom to defend it. It's a good job not pushing up into the one, now pushes up. Close quarters racing here. Magic mile. Afraid that I'm going to get run over in the process of trying to stay off of these two. See how much it allowed the 10 to get into the corner by taking that higher line, but had a much better run out of the corner. I feel like I'm faster than these two up front, just to try to figure it out. How to get around them cleanly. The 10 diving in and hard again. Don't know how long that line's going to work for him, but he's going to try to be there off the corner. Not quite there yet. So watch out for the same move into turn 3. He's going to go to the bottom. That's why he's going to run the outside. He's going to slide up. I don't know, maybe we'll try to work the outside here.
Clear inside.
We're going to end up getting wrecked. We're getting stalled out behind the 12.
Inside
10's working the inside now. Almost contact between the 1 and the 12. One's kind of all over.
He's still there.
Comes
Still there.
4. Inserting himself into the battle.
He's still there.
By the 1 on the outside.
Still there.
P2, that lap was a 30.50.
Not clear of him yet.
Still there. Clear low. You got one inside. He's still there. Inside
Still
clear.
battling him. Now we clear him, so that puts us up to 2nd. Heard him say something about terrible. I don't know if he was saying we're driving terrible, or if he was driving terrible, or the cars are terrible, or what. I don't know, but into 2nd. 10 falls back to 5th in that entire
That was a 30.35
sequence.
Right side.
To the bottom, 12, see if we can finally make
Still
it stick
there.
on the bottom.
He's still there. Hold your line. Clear up high.
Alright. That was a lot easier than I thought. Here comes the 1 though. Now it's time to just try to check out. Felt like I was the fastest car.
30.44.
Start making it happen. Not quite to halfway yet. We're only going to be starting lap 25 this time, so still a few laps to halfway. Felt like I navigated that pretty well.
That lap was a 30.39. Good consistency.
Navigate to make sure I don't slide it too much in the corners. It's going to kill the momentum as well as heat up the right side tires more than I need to. It's not letting this go. He gets a little bit of a wiggle there. Turn 3. It's just so tough to check out. See, I've ran, almost a tenth faster, and the one's just able to keep pace with us. The only thing I can hope for is that somehow I'm doing something better with the tires that later on in the race start opening it up more. Keep running consistent laps. It's the only thing I can do.
You're leading. That lap was at 30.36.
Got myself in the position I wanted to be in. Time to take advantage of it. Cut down quite as much that lap. Benefit of a much quicker first half of the lap that helped out the lap time.
That lap time was 30.30.
A little loose there. One's going to try to work to the inside because of me sliding off the corner.
Keep it together, hold your line.
We go side by side into
Still
turn
there.
3.
Keep it steady, still there. Still there. He's still there.
Side by side is going to allow the
He's still
12
there.
back into this.
Clear inside. You got one on the inside. Keep it together, hold your line.
Thankfully,
He's
the
still
outside
there.
line is in play, otherwise I'd be dead.
Still there. Clear inside.
Inside line allows me to hold the one off. Halfway. 30 down, 30
Alright,
to
Jake,
go.
halfway home. Fuel's good.
Stay
Take
high.
another shot.
Still there.
Dives it in.
Still there.
Just gonna stick to the outside.
Still there.
Make it work.
Clear low.
The more he keeps doing that, the more he's going to wear out the right front. And then he'll fall back. Might get replaced by somebody else who's able to challenge, but he's not going to be able to continue to do that the rest of the way. As you're getting close racing, able to kind of maintain control of the field, but cannot pull away at all.
Coming up low side.
It's working
They're
the
on the
inside
inside.
again. Gets loose.
Good.
Goes to the bottom. That's going to allow the 12 there. He's also going to look to get by him. Alright, so we'll see what the 12 can do now.
Your lap time was at 30.46. That's good consistency. Keep it up.
The 12 was not with me, but was aggressive with the blocking. We'll see if he's going to be aggressive with diving it into the corner.
Car low.
Looks like
Inside
he
clear.
is. To anticipate that in. Just make sure that he doesn't slide up into us and take us out. Comes the First dive.
Coming up on the inside. Clear inside. One car inside. Hold your line. Inside
Keep working
clear.
that outside. Like I said, the longer everybody tries to do that, the more they're going to wear that right front by trying to make it stick. I really don't feel like I'm beating the right front too badly. Maybe a little bit, but nothing terrible.
Your last lap time was a 30.50.
Inside line, you got one.
It's going to get a little bit of a better run this time.
Clear low.
Tried to get there. I was back in line.
Low side, you got one.
Works it
He's
back to
still there.
the
Keep
inside.
digging. Clear low. You got one on the inside. Still there. Clear inside.
One's fallen back to 5th, it looks like. 4's taking over 4th, 10's in 3rd. I just drove 1 and 2 terribly.
10 made it come up.
Wow, 12 almost got us. 10 ends up getting 1, I think. I don't know. I think it's the worst. He falls out of the top 4. Lap car up ahead, that's the 5. He's going to stay low. It's no factor.
Inside.
So let's work on the inside again.
He's still there. Still there.
Better
Keep
run
it
that
steady,
time
still there.
through 1 and 2, so
He's still there. Keep digging.
we're going to go side by side into 3.
Inside's clear.
Comes a bit of a dive
Okay, Jake.
in.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
Thought the one was going to be a little bit closer to the inside, so I stayed up high. Avoid maybe gave up a little bit of time by doing that instead of cutting out.
Lap time was 30.42.
Stay high. You got one inside.
Like that!
On the inside.
You gotta be kidding me, the 12 gets
Full course
us.
caution. Watch out.
Ah!
Shit, I'm sorry, man. That was completely on me.
That's what happens when somebody dives it in. I gave him the room and unfortunately it gets us. We go from first almost all the way to the back. Oh. I think it's probably gonna be smart just to come in and grab the repairs.
The pace car is out. Line up single file behind the pace car. We're under caution. Pit's closed.
Catch up to the pace car since we're so far back. Hopefully the rest of the field can catch up. So we go from 1st to 7th. And we'll go further back because I'm going to come to pit road to grab repairs. Hopefully the car's not beat up too bad. Just dove it in and washed up into us. Gave him the room and he just dove it in and couldn't make it stick. I'd seen that happen. I probably should have given him a little more room, but
Pits are open.
thought I'd give him half the track on the bottom. That would be enough. Apparently it wasn't. So he apologized. Nothing you can do about it, but it's certainly frustrating to be leading and feeling like I was kind of controlling the race. And then that happens. But that's the downsides to a
Pit
series
lane
that's
speed
fixed
limit
and
is
so
45
close.
miles per hour. Box
Not
in
much you can do.
1,210 feet.
So it looks like we'll go back to 10th place likely. Try to get it through as
Box
much of the
in
field as I
5,
can.
4.
Maybe somehow try to salvage
3,
out a
2,
top 5
1.
if we can.
Box now.
Minute 2 of optional, so we'll take as much as we can under this caution. I think this is probably going to be the only stop we'll be able to make under the caution. I keep the F3 relative up during the pit stops because I cannot see the pace car on my overlay. This way I have an idea when pace car is coming. Here goes the 11. Like I said, back to 10th place. I'll have probably 17, 18 laps, something like that. 17, 16 laps to go. Get the car fired up, get out of pace car. Alright, well, we got the majority of it repaired. Only got like 20 seconds left, I think. I believe it's going to be 1 to go when I cross the line, so...
Pits are open.
I could have grabbed one more stop in a few more seconds, but that's no big deal. Maybe we'll get another caution. So hopefully the car's not too beat up. 4X when I didn't need it, but like I said, it's about near impossible to get out of these races without some sort of incident points, just because of how the contact zones are, how everybody drives. It's kind of like super late model fixed, it's just rough. Lined up on the outside. Tires weren't terrible, 87-70.
We're going green next time by.
Felt like I was doing a good job keeping it off the right front. Went up behind the 6, got a lot of cars to pass. Even to get to a top 5, we got a lot of cars to pass. Oh, try to get as aggressive as I can. 16 laps to go once we drop the green flag again. Someone's back in the lead. If I get back to him, I certainly will not go for revenge, but I'm not going to really extend him much courtesy room at all. But right now it's just good restart, 1 car at a time. Cleanly as I can, but quickly as I can. Ready to go. 3's back here as well. This is going to be one of those botched restarts.
Car inside, keep high.
P9.
6.
Clear low.
Saw me running outside, he's going to run us high. Figure out if he's going to be quicker or the 15 is going to be quicker. Whoever's going to be quicker, that's the way I got to go. It's like it's going to be the 6. The 15 gets loose off of turn 4.
Car inside,
Gives us a run.
still there. Clear
Clear
inside.
him. It's 1 spot.
8th place.
6 goes to the bottom. We're going to watch him wash up. Keeps it down there, but he's going to be slow off of 2.
Got one
To his
inside.
outside.
He's still there. Still there. Keep it steady, still there. Still there.
This car's even got enough power left in it.
Still there. Inside's clear.
Clear the 6, puts us up to 7th.
7th position. You've just done a 30.28.
Got a loose there, and center 2. I don't know, this car might not even have enough power left in it. Might be enough internal that it's not quite as quick. Got a little loose there on entry, probably drove it in a bit fast. I just don't even feel like I can get to everybody up front, so looks like 7th place might be the best I can do, and we might even be going back from that.
Inside.
Okay.
Clear inside.
Team was looking to the inside, loses it off of 4, here comes the 6. Yeah, I've got no power left. I got
Car
nothing,
inside,
I
keep
can't
high.
get to the people up front, and I've got
Still
the
there.
6 just walking
Inside
me
clear.
down the straightaway.
The gap to Evans ahead is increasing.
There's nothing
It's
I can
now
do.
0.87.
Well, that sucks. I hate that you guys are going to see this. We had such a good race going. Was having so much fun up front.
Low side, you got one.
Had to have a
They're
bad
low.
run by the 12, but unfortunately he's going to have the benefit of it leading the race. been my luck lately.
One car inside.
So many races
there.
that been wrecked in.
Keep it together. Hold your line. They're on the
Probably
inside.
won't be making another attempt at this race this week. It's fun, but you get any damage and you
Inside
got
line, you
nothing
got one.
left.
He's
Yeah,
still
we
there.
could easily
Inside
get
clear.
taken out by the
Coming
11.
up low side.
It's inevitable he's going to
Hold
go
your
by
line.
me. It's just a matter of when. I'm just trying to do what I
Still
can to
there.
battle on the outside of him. We got 10 to go.
He's still there.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
He's still there.
Just trying to see
Inside
if I can
clear.
pinch him down at
Car
all
low.
and keep some momentum up.
P8.
Kill his
Still
momentum,
there.
keep ours up. Even though when you're down on power,
Still there.
running the longer line's not the right move.
He's still there. Keep it steady. Still there. Clear inside. Stay high. You got one inside.
Loose in the center of the corner, able to hold it.
Still there. Still there.
See, we're basically
Still there.
P7.
even with the
Your lap time
11.
was 30.56.
Clear low. You got one on the inside.
Felt like I might have overdrove the entry a little
Still
bit
there.
there. 6
He's
is
still there. Keep digging.
gonna try to insert himself into this.
Keep
It
it
looked
together.
like he
Hold
was
your
gonna
line.
go 3 wide for a minute.
Hold your
Backed out
line.
of that.
They're on the inside. Coming up on
Loose
the
in
inside.
turn 3, 11 kind of pushed up.
Still there. He's still there.
6.
He's still there.
That lap was a 30.70.
Trying to do is just hang on to positions because
inside.
the rest
Got
of the
one
field's
inside.
gone up front.
Clear low.
11 finally clears this. I can only do so much, unfortunately. I literally have nothing left. This car is so hurt. Appreciate the 11 saying good racing, but I've got a fraction of what I had before, so I'm just being honest. I know I could contend up
P8.
front if I
Car
hadn't gotten
inside.
spun.
Clear inside. Stay high. He's still there.
Trying not to be overconfident, but I know
He's
I'm
still there.
faster than
Inside
these
clear.
guys, assuming that my car's not broke. So, staying out here for dignity, the safety rating, I guess, offsetting that 4X, and, you know, at least we're still kind of running with cars, give you guys something interesting. And who knows, maybe somebody else could wreck
30.60.
up front, maybe the 12 can wreck somebody else, or the 1 can wreck somebody else, and I can gain a spot out of it. Sun's going out behind the clouds. Dark now in 3 and 4. 5 to go. I don't even, like I said, know if I can hold off the 6.
One car inside.
Okay,
It's just
Jake.
got
that's
so
good
much more
consistency.
speed
Keep it
down
up.
the straightaway.
Stay
Just
high.
like
You got
means
one
he's
inside.
able to exit out of the
Hold
corners
your
much
line.
faster.
Clear low.
As long as I was able to hold off the 11, I might be able to do it with the 6 and keep myself in 8th. 7's up ahead. Atsu's the slower car. It's not somebody that's actually
Push,
for
push, push.
position.
We can get this guy.
Got really loose there in turn 4. So it's gonna go slow, so
Yeah,
we're gonna
right
go
side.
low to avoid him.
Clear. Coming up on your 3 wide. Near the middle. Clear up high. Clear all around.
3 wide call was fun here. 6 dove to the inside. I had 7 on the outside. So we stay in front of the 6 for the moment. Weapons working the high side. 6 fell back, so we're going to take the opportunity to go to the bottom. 3 laps to go. Here
Inside.
comes the 6's run into the corner.
Keep it steady. Still there. Clear on the inside. You got one inside. Still there. Still there.
Trying to work it off the corner as best as I can, but
Still
it's
there.
inevitable. Now he's got the advantage.
Clear low.
Here comes the slider.
On your right.
Read that cut to the inside. 11 got loose. We'll try to use
You're
11
on
as a
3
pick.
wide.
They're in 3 wide. 11's in the wall.
one right
So
side.
there's a free spot that I didn't expect.
Still there.
2 laps remain.
Outside
Six will
line's
have the
clear.
advantage.
That was
Just
a
had to back out, let him go.
30.76.
Checked up for him. No reason to push it. 5's a lap down behind us. So he's not poor position. So in that process, with the 11 hitting the wall, all we did was keep our same spot. 6 went from 9th to 7th. White flag. Last time around.
White flag, last lap.
Well, you guys are getting fun racing back here. It's me trying to drive this thing as hard as I can just to keep even with the back of the pack for a whopping 8th place finish. We're the third and quarter of the rate lap down, something like that already, just because
high.
got no power left.
Still there. Inside.
This car got damaged more than I thought, so I don't know. That sucks. 12 was an idiot.
8th place.
It just
Okay,
is what
it's
it
over.
is. I don't know. I'll take a look at it afterwards and see what happened. I can review the deal between the 1 and the 7, and then we'll take a look at that one. It's just 4X sucks, but you know, it's just it's what it is. So, take a look. Let's see, so let's watch the lap before. So the 7's leading, the 1 was in second. This is the contact that happened. You had the 12 pushing on the 1, which is not actually physically pushing on him. He was just behind him, forcing him. I think we're looking at the lap before it happened. Kind of want to set this scenario up and see what happens. 1's a good car length and a half back, so if he ends up not severely closing through 1 and 2, so he drove it in a bit harder. Picks up a little bit of time. Now he's got the gap to half a car length. Somewhere around there. And he is closing on him. Okay, so he's close enough. He looks low and he just gets into the left rear. Sends the 7 around. Yeah, that's... You can see, like, he's behind him. Dives to the bottom, or, you know, to the bottom side. And the 7's thinking that he's not gonna do it. I was being a little less risky. Like, if I saw somebody dive, I'd kind of give him room, expecting him to wash up, just because I had seen that happen in front of me. So, like, I wouldn't have been cutting down as hard as the 7 was, but I certainly can't fault the 7. And you can see it kind of just came across the right side, but he had the line coming into the corner, personally. I do think I put that on the 1, personally. So, I think it was the 5 that got impact out of that as well. So let's see what he sees. He sees the wreck happening. He goes high. Yeah, I don't know. Short of completely stopping, he didn't really have a time because he saw it, cut high, and then tried to cut back down when the 7 just basically did what he was supposed to do and locked it up. And it's just tough break for the 5. So let's watch the deal with myself. So we'll set this up. You can't even see the 12 in the shot. That's how far back he is because he's down low. He dives it in. Saw him do that multiple times. Was trying to do something and just could not get there. Gave him the bottom side. I don't even need to give him the bottom side because I'm a car length ahead. Gets a little bit of a better run. Now he's about half a car length back. Opens up to about almost 2/3, maybe 3/4. And he netcodes me. Cool. I mean, he was coming to get me anyways. So you can see how far back he is. It's almost a full car length back. I'm in an even better spot than what the 7 was in with the 1. Looking for my bottom side. I saw him diving in. I wasn't planning on going much lower than this second seam. I kind of stopped, and you see 12 just pushing up the track. Where did he enter in at, and where does he end up? He ends up with the right sides basically right below the seam, and then ends up coming up the right side, straddling the seam, across it. I mean, it was netcode was the initial contact, but he was getting my left rear no matter what. He just dove it in and couldn't make it stick, and for whatever reason thought that was the appropriate move to make with 21 laps to go. So it's definitely a bit of frustration, anger out of me. Certainly not a fun way to have a race turn, leading, get taken out by somebody that just, I don't know, was making aggressive moves. It's a mistake. I mean, it is what it is. I'll forget about it after this race, and he apologized. So I can't even, I'm not gonna protest him. I'm not gonna yell at him. There's, nothing I can do about it. It's just frustrating because had so many scenarios where I've tried to stay off people, give them the benefit of the doubt, and then I've just got people that drive with no repercussions, no remorse. I mean, hopefully he learns from it and doesn't do it to everybody else, but it sucks that, I caught the bad end of it before that. So it is what it is. I know I had the pace. I know I did not deserve a eighth place finish. I was much better than that. I had the pace to probably command the lead for most of the race, unless something stupid happened or I made a mistake. So frustrating, but leave me your thoughts on that deal as well as the one with the 1 and the 7 as well earlier in the race, and hopefully you got some enjoyment out of it at least. And I don't know, we'll try to, I guess, make next week in the tour mods better. So thanks for checking this out, and until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.